Well, for me, I have a bunch of notes.
Yeah,
Um,
you've been doing some research or something.
yeah, so that check engine light came back.
What?
So, yeah. So, and it's common. This is common because I've been doing research. So, this has nothing to do with the engine swap. Um, it's a P060D code. So, we thought this code came immediately when he turned the engine on. So this code could have been there beforehand. I just never paid attention because my check engine light was on and I knew it was a bad cylinder. So anyway, as soon as he switched, we got the engine on, it came on, and it's engine oil pressure control circuit stuck. So the first thing we did was we replaced the engine oil pressure sensor. So we did that. It came off and on, off and off, off and on again. We're like, oh, geez. So we were thinking, oh, we're going to switch out the oil filter housing, but we decided not to do that. So what the common causes for this code is dual stage oil pump failure, engine oil pressure sensor failure, low engine oil, wrong oil filter. Well, it wasn't the wrong oil filter.
Wrong oil filter? There's a code. Wrong oil filter. It's
Well,
fine.
it's all goes into this
Okay.
P06DD.
Okay. Oh, probably because like the flow would be different if the
Right.
oil filter was wrong. Okay.
And I'm getting oil pressure because you can monitor that on
Yeah.
your, so there's oil pressure. So what we did, let's see, where's this other page I want to show you. So what they suggest to fix this problem is change the oil filter. We did that. There's
You changed the whole engine.
yeah, valve cover, valve cover gasket replacement, which that was already done. There's a brand new one on there.
Yeah.
Replacing the oil pressure switch. We did that. And then repair any observed wiring issues. So he actually went in because we replaced the wiring harness underneath the oil pressure or the oil halter, the oil filter housing.
Yeah.
Then he went into the injector harness that plugs into all the injectors.
Yeah.
And he opened all of those up and inspected all of them. There's slight discoloration, nothing that he thinks to be concerned about. So he's like, he's scratching his head. He doesn't know. He's not a, he hasn't worked on a lot of Jeeps. Now he has the technician that I have. He's more of your regular kind of vehicles. He hates Jeeps, by the way.
Well,
Um,
you're turning him into a pro.
yes, I am. He's getting all the experience for my Jeep.
Yeah.
So
Think
anyway,
about it.
I
He's gonna put this
started,
on a resume later. Fix the
yes,
Jeep Mama's stupid effing Jeep.
right. So I started doing some research and I was on some of the Jeep forums and I've seen people who had this exact same problem and they were scratching their heads. They're like, oh my God, we did this, this, and this. So one guy said he replaced the oil pump solenoid, which is a pain in the ass to get to. And
Okay.
Daniel's like, no, 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 no. So we ordered myself a new oil pump and it has the solenoid in it. He's like, that's easier. We're just replacing that whole thing. So that is on the agenda
Is
next.
that is that just down in the oil pan like it is on most vehicles, or is it?
It's, oh, how would you explain it? It's down where you, way down far, down
Yeah.
deep in the engine. But
Okay.
don't ask me specifically where it is because I forget.
Okay.
So the oil
So
pump,
like on the 4.0, when I took the oil pan off in order to do the gasket and stuff on the oil pan, and I
uh-huh.
actually replaced the oil pan because I found damage in it. The oil pump, I think, was right there. I could have replaced the oil pump while I had the pan off.
And you were going underneath the
Yeah,
Jeep,
I was
right?
underneath.
Yeah. He said you have to get it to it underneath.
Okay.
I think it's on the driver's side.
I've never
I
looked
think
into where it
maybe.
is on the
I
3.6.
think. So anyway, right now I just have to patiently wait because I am not a paying customer. I pay for my own parts.
Yeah.
So when there's downtime, they'll put my Jeep in. And that's what we'll do next.
You're gonna have to bring in more pizza.
So yes, I am. But I have to make sure he's gonna fix it that day.
Yeah, right.
That one day he
Last
got free
time it was
pizza.
here's the pizza. No.
So, anyway, that's where it stands. So we'll see. And so these notes here, you can go to it's the OBD. I think it's OBD website,
Okay.
and all this information is in there.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So that's where I got it. And yeah, and then like we have all the software like Pro Demand and Napatrax and all that stuff. And that's when you get that code, it's usually the dual stage oil pump. You should replace
Yeah,
the oil pump assembly.
that's the thing a lot of us like home mechanics don't have
Mhm.
is like I have a decent scanner now, but I still get the feeling that if I was a pro and I spent, the 2 grand or whatever on the scanners they use there, I'd have a like a whole different set of readouts. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Well, and when you go on the computer to these, it'll give you if this, go to here. If
oh, okay.
that, go to here. It gives you a whole, if you get this PO6DD, you do A. If that doesn't fix it, then do B, then do C. It gives you a whole list of stuff.
That's
So
handy.
yeah, it's really nice. So I'll keep everyone posted.